Hi, Professor Berkovici. This is the first of my video reflections, um, and uh, depending on when you see this, uh, you may or may not have already replied to me, uh, because I asked about having you choose the roles and scenes for me, because I want to expand my range beyond just what I'd feel comfortable with or what I would prefer or choose for myself, because I want to be as well rounded of an actor as I possibly can and capable of playing as many different roles and characters um, as is possible for me. Um, but beyond that, um, most of this video will be me talking about how I've been practicing the different techniques that we've learned within the past 2 weeks. Um, the One of the biggest uh, has been the breathing. Um, I've found myself focusing a lot more on how I breathe, where I breathe, how it makes me feel, and sort of just letting that breath uh, extend beyond my lungs and just filling up my entire body, like to my fingertips and to my toes, all the way up through my legs, my torso, my chest, just like filling me up completely, um, and sort of gathering up any like negative energy or discomfort, and breathing it out. And that's been very it's been a very interesting experience practicing with that. Um, I've noticed a lot more that I'm breathing with my stomach, which was already how I usually breathe, but now I think I've increased the level of awareness, and recognized how important it is to breathe with my stomach. Um, and so I've been doing that like during class, in the car. I've been doing it when I'm exercising, and even when I'm like actively talking, just trying to implement that as much as possible. And I think it's yielded pretty good results. I feel better. My body feels less compressed, I guess. Um, it's just like an overall better feeling. Um, and also, um, a few times I've practiced what we did the other day, where we um, sort of extended our beings beyond the limits of our physical bodies, uh, both in terms of energy and just like awareness, like reaching out to the horizon, like you said, reaching up to the core of the earth, reaching up to the to the heavens, as you said, um, and that has been very. I've never really thought about myself in that way as anything more than sort of what I appear to be, but by practicing what we performed and discussed, um, I think I've I think I've improved myself. Uh, Sort of. Um, I've come to realize that as like projecting that energy and projecting that being is as important as projecting one's voice when you're an actor. Um, so that's something. I've also with thinking about like my heart as like my core. uh, and like focusing particular energies inside of my heart and pushing them outwards. All very psychological practices. Um, I'd say the breathing is the most physical activity that I've been doing. And along with focusing on my heart, I focused on what it feels like to actually be inside of my body, which is never something I considered before. Like right now, like I'm more than just like a human being. Like I'm inside of myself actually, which is really cool, uh, for lack of a better word. Um, so yeah, I've been actually, I wasn't expecting myself to be practicing all this stuff as much as I have been. Like I do it like every day, uh, sort of whenever I feel the desire to switch things up, or like I'm like, hey, I should do that thing that we talked about in class, and so then I go ahead and do it. Um, so yeah, so the rest of the semester I think will be very interesting once I have my actual scenes and my characters, um, and sort of filling up my body with who they are and what they're about, and then putting that energy out there, um, just doing all that stuff. So you said that you wanted a demonstration, so what I'll do is I'll practice some of the exercises that we did in class, starting with the breathing and focusing on where the breath is and how it makes me feel. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So yeah, so doing that is very calming and soothing and relaxing, um, and it helps me get into the right mindset when I'm uh, into crossing the threshold, as you say. Um, I suppose. Hold on one second. Okay. Uh, we're 8 minutes in. Uh, so I've got 7 more minutes to sort of show you what I've been working on. I'm sorry. I'm not really used to doing stuff like this. Um, but I think I'll definitely get more accustomed to it as time goes on. So I've been so like you say, I'm digging. I like imagine roots extending from the bottom of my feet. Um, and I'm doing that right now, and I can feel it sort of, even though I'm like on the second floor of my house, I can feel it like reaching through uh, the ceiling below and the floor, and then past the um, the foundation of the house. Um, just like feeling myself extending downwards, and at the same time feeling that energy rising up, focusing on how it feels uh, to be supported on my feet, just like carrying my entire body, all that weight, and all that weight is supported by those roots that are traveling downwards. And now I'm reaching up. And I'm stretching my being upwards, to the sky, to the clouds, past the roof of this house, far, far above. Extending myself from my fingertips, just stretching out, feeling all that energy that surrounds us, feeling the coldness of space, the warmth of the stars, the gases of other planets, just becoming a universal being who's capable of absolutely anything and everything. And then lowering myself and still feeling that awareness, that sense of being so immense and enormous. And then stretching my arms out past the house, past the neighborhood, the township, all the way across the horizon. I can feel it sort of like more than just the tension in my arms. I can feel everything. I can feel the ocean and the night and the morning. I can just feel everything, and I'm everywhere. So I'm once again I'm lowering my arms, but I can still feel that presence, forward and back, left and right, up and down, just all around, present and aware. And now I'm sort of bit by bit working from the top of my head down, becoming aware of being inside of my own body, this body which stretches to everywhere. From my face, I can feel every muscle within it, any tension, all the little movements that go into making my face move, and then working down to my neck, which supports my head, my shoulders, my arms, my fingers, just feeling inside of myself right now, and then working down from my chest to my abs, to my waist, my hips, traveling down my thighs, my knees, and my calves, and becoming completely aware of where I am and what I am and who I am, and of this physical body that I inhabit. Okay, just a little bit left. The more I do this, the easier it's going to become, the more comfortable I'll be when I'm doing it. I'll just become very used to it, and I think that is very important for me as an actor to just not even imagine but know all these things about myself, that I'm everywhere and here, that I'm a universal being, that I carry such power within myself, and that I can use that power and that energy to become anyone, and that's what I want to do. I want to be able to become anyone and everyone. Saying that sounds a little creepy, but that's what an actor is. It's becoming someone else. Not just pretending, but becoming that person. And again, I think I would very much appreciate if you could just pick any character and scene. I would really appreciate that, because I need as much experience being other people, other characters than myself, as much of that as possible, because this is what I want to do, and I know that the longer that the class goes on, you're going to continue to give me tips and guidance on ways that I can become a better actor, and in doing so becoming a better me, and I really look forward to doing that. So thank you for taking the time to watch this.